Welcome back to my channel. This video is kind of a spur of the moment deal because I didn't do a video last week, so I kind of want to do like hopefully two YouTube videos for you guys this week. Last week I did release my podcast and then I released an episode and then another episode. So if you guys want to keep up with me like on a more well-rounded basis, go follow me on my podcast. My podcast is called The Unbridled Podcast. After I made it, I realized that there is another The Unbridled Podcast. So look for Beth, Virginia. I don't really know if I'm going to change it. I need to, I feel like. Maybe it's just going to be like HB's Unbridled Podcast. I just love the unbridled thing, but it seems like a lot of other people do too. So I don't really know what's going to happen with that, but the podcast is something I'm going to get into and I'm having a lot of fun with it lately. But so yeah, last week was, I write 3 goals per week. Last week's goals were my horses basically and my podcast. So I kind of put my YouTube to the side for a second since I've been working really hard on my YouTube so that I could have some time to launch my podcast and do all of that kind of stuff. And so now this week, you know, I kind of want to get back into the YouTube thing. It's pretty much my goal just to post on my YouTube channel once a week. And so sometimes that'll be twice a week. Maybe sometimes I'll have to skip a week, just depending on like what's going on in my life. Remember, your girl isn't somebody who is making money off of this stuff. I'm not going to speak about myself in past tense or third person. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, I'm not somebody who makes money off of this kind of stuff, and so I still work a full-time job and I still want to rodeo and have 3 horses, and I'm still like a girlfriend trying to like balance family and stuff like that. So know that I'm hustling and know that if I'm skipping a week, it's not me being lazy on y'all. It's literally that lots of things are happening. Lots of things are always happening. Anyways, where was I gonna go with this? Basically with this video, I kind of wanted it to be like a life update. I haven't really just like sat down like this in a little bit, and I'd like to do like these maybe once a month or so. I was thinking like a cool way for me to get out consistent content on YouTube is maybe doing like, right now I'm on my break at work, so what if I did like break chats? I just think it would be kind of fun to do like a weekly thing where I sat down and I talked to you guys about like what's going on in my life, what the announcements are. I have like my weekly email newsletter that I do, like my favorite products of the week, like my lifestyle tip of the week, what my video and my blog of the week were, all of that kind of stuff. But I thought it would be kind of cool to do like a little sit down 15-minute video where I just talk to you guys, kind of like in podcast form, but it was like a shorter version of a podcast, and it was more about like what is going on in my life right now, that kind of thing. So if you guys would be interested in something like that, let me know if that's something that you guys would like. Something that I've been loving about my YouTube channel lately is that you guys are like the most engaged people out of all of my social media platforms. It's just like comments and stuff. You guys are literally commenting on all of my videos and commenting the sweetest things and just like showing me that you guys are watching these videos and listening to what I have to say or whatever. I honestly think that that is really cool because it just feels like you guys are actually like participating in my life and like actually caring about what I have to say and like what I'm putting out to you guys. So I think that that's really cool, and I'm really thankful for you guys because like I said, that's just like, it's special to be able to post a video that is more on the vulnerable side, and then for you guys to show so much support with that, I think is like super special. Drink break, by the way, if you didn't see my Christmas gift video, isn't this so cute? Like I said, I'm on my break. I'm technically on my lunch today, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about some things that are going on in my life right now. I kind of already brought up the podcast. The podcast is like something that's really prevalent in my life at the moment and something I'm like uber excited about. So like I said, if you guys want to go follow that, I also have an Instagram for that. Right now it's The Unbridled Podcast. I would just look that up. I think if I change it to HB's Unbridled Podcast, that would still come up if you search it. So either way, just do some research. It's always going to be in my bio on my personal Instagram, which is Beth, Virginia. So go look that up on Instagram. It actually just got released on iTunes, I think on like Saturday or something like that. Friday. Pretty sure it was Friday, which is really exciting because I had been waiting for that for like a week and a half or so. And so now you can look up my podcast on iTunes and you can look it up on Spotify. Basically, I want it to be like a sit-down therapy session like this, but also I want to interview a lot of like everyday cowgirls, and like I just kind of want to more go into depth about everyday cowgirls and how special they are, and like how some people's stories are just like so like intriguing, and just like you don't really realize how strong a person actually is until you like learn their story. And a lot of us don't have the privilege of learning other people's true stories. And so there's just been a couple of people that have come across my life in like during my time on social media, and it just has inspired me to want to interview those type of people, because not that our professional barrel racers aren't who we should be interviewing, but it's just there's a lot of people that I think are kind of overlooked just because they haven't like made the NFR, or just because they don't have this super nice barrel horse. Like there's a lot of people out there with really cool stories that are really inspiring, and it's just like there's a lot of people on my personal Instagram that have just really inspired me to be the person that I am today, and like, to be the person that I want to be every single day. And so I would like to, my goal with the podcast is to interview people like that. That would be like Maddie Kemp, and I don't know if you guys follow Simply How, that's Hannah. She has a really cool story and I like what she's been doing, so I want to interview her someday. Even my best friend Jenny, just kind of like, she doesn't have an Instagram, or well she does, but she's not like an influencer or whatever you want to call us, but she just does have a cool story too, and she rodeoed in high school, rodeoed with me, and so I want to interview her. And you know, just like even other people that have like the same story as me where they didn't come from a rodeo family, I want to talk to them and give them or ask them questions about like what it was like to get into the industry and what advice that they could give to people that are trying to do the same. So anyways, I could go on and on about it, but this is exactly what I want to do with my podcast. I want to go on and on and on about these people, about how special they are, because I know, at least for me personally, when I listen to stories like that about everyday people, it's like a tad bit more real to me, and therefore a tad bit more inspiring, because it's like, wow, dude, you are just like me and you went through this stuff and you made it and you did it. Anyway, so I want to share a lot more of that kind of stuff on my podcast as we get down into the future of podcasting. So if you guys, that was like my first major announcement, I guess. If you guys want to go follow my podcast, then like I said, The Unbridled Podcast. Subscribe. Apparently we already have 7 ratings on iTunes, so that's freaking cool. I'll be posting on that once a week. So then the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was actually relating to my latest video, which was raising money for Australia. We ended up raising over $250 for somebody in need. I am very pumped about this and just like excited that obviously you guys too, but just like I don't know why I haven't put myself out there to really help people within the last couple of years. Like I had Dare to be a Cowboy, and that's still something that I want to keep pursuing in the future, but it's just in the past couple of years I've kind of just been really focusing on myself, like not even in a selfish way, but just I needed to reconnect with myself and who I am and what I want in life and what sets my soul on fire. So the last couple of years have kind of been about that, and then this year one of my resolutions was to make this year less about me and more about inspiring and helping other people. And so when the Australian fires came up, that's like really what brought me to do that, and I am just really excited about the fact that, you know, I literally just, you can just put your mind to something that you want to help somebody. You're like, okay, here's how I'm gonna do it, and it's very nerve-wracking because you don't know if anybody's gonna go through with it, but you know, like for me, I'm just proud that I ended up going through with it, doing it, you know, posting about it every single day, getting my girls to post about it, and we ended up raising like a decent amount of money, at least to help somebody get some hay that they got, you know, that got burnt down or something. I don't know, like that's just the only thing that's in my head. So that was really cool, and I'm really excited about that, and I'm extremely excited to do more of that in 2020. I'm gonna get to the position where I can donate 10% of all proceeds, period, to barrel racers in need. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that, so it's not something that I'm gonna do quite yet, but it just feels really good to be able to help somebody, especially when I'm not like a rich person, you know? I'm not like what I would consider somebody who's in the position to even just give $250 to somebody. It just feels really nice that I was able to do that, and that you guys came together and helped just us as a community be able to give to somebody like that. So it's gonna go to this person on behalf of HB Barrel Racing Planners and the community. But I just think that's really cool, so I wanted to give you guys a thank you to anybody who got a planner, bought a planner, helped out, shared anything. It was just a really special couple of weeks to get to see that money and see the proceeds rise, and then now it's all about finding somebody, which honestly I'm kind of struggling with. I have messaged the Australian High School Rodeo Association and a couple of barrel racing groups from down there, and nobody really knows anybody, so I don't know if like there is somebody specific that has been affected or what, but I'm still doing my research. That money is gonna sit tight and sit pretty until I find somebody, and then once I do find somebody, I don't know if they're gonna want to be private or not, but I will share like how that goes down, even if I can't share their name or however that works out. I will definitely be making a video about that because a lot of you guys have wanted to stay updated with it. If you guys know anybody, or if you are somebody that has been affected by the fires, please DM me, please get a hold of me. I'm super available on my social medias. Literally, if you get a hold of me, I will see it. So please get a hold of me and let me know, because I would like for this to go to somebody. Okay, so we're gonna move on with that. I want to talk to you guys about Moonshine now, because Moonshine had kind of like a big week in a way. Moonshine has been off since October, and it was probably like the end of October because that was our last barrel race, and I decided I want to give her a good break because we had kind of a hard season compared to the seasons that she's like ever had to have, and so I decided that I wanted to give her a break basically until after the new year. I ended up wanting to, before I started getting her back into conditioning and all of that kind of stuff, I ended up wanting to do like a full x-ray exam on her, not just like a lameness and soundness exam. Like I want to see everything that's going on within her legs, see if there's anything that I could be helping her with before we get into the season, maybe something that's going to prevent us from getting into the season. I don't know. I've done lameness and soundness exams on her before, but never like a full x-ray because she's never really needed it. But I was like, okay, this year, you know what, I'm gonna save up the money and I'm just gonna do it just for like some peace of mind. So I took her to the vet, and this time I took her to like a different vet than she's usually had. These people kind of have like a better facility, not more professional, but it's just like more of a professional environment. I felt like a lot more comfortable being with them. So I got to the appointment with Moonshine, and this was last Thursday, by the way, and they did a lameness and a soundness exam because she just wanted to see like if there really is anything that needs to be looked at. Because I don't know if I've explained this on my YouTube channel before, but this is something that I learned a lot about in 2019. You can't take a horse by its x-rays, and you can't really take a horse by its lameness and soundness exam. What I mean by that is like when somebody goes, and I've explained this on my podcast, so sorry if you've already heard me explain this, but basically like say you want to take your horse to get a vet check. Oh wait, it wouldn't be your horse. Say you want to take a horse that you're looking at to go get a vet check. You would have to go to the vet, get it x-rayed, and do a lameness and soundness exam. The x-ray could show that there is a chip in the leg, say, but if you take that horse and do a lameness and soundness exam, the horse could be looking completely fine, like no hurt, no pain, no soreness whatsoever. And so it is kind of tricky when it comes to like horses, because at least in my situation with Moonshine, something could come up in her x-ray. It could be, like I said, like a bone fragment or naviculars or something like that. But if she's showing that she's not hurting in her lameness and soundness exam, then you kind of want to treat it based on that, because if she's not hurting, she's not in pain, she's not doing anything, there really is no reason to go deeper into x-rays and see what's going on when she's fine. So I've learned that a lot and tried to like come to terms with that in like the last year or so. And so when the vet explained that to me when I went in with Moonshine on Thursday, obviously it was like, okay, that does make sense. And so she passed the lameness and soundness exam, so there was no issue with that. But Moonshine does have this little like fluid pocket that's on one of her hind legs, and I think I definitely have showed it on one of these YouTube videos before. I think it was actually when I was getting ready for last season when I was talking about it, because it was like a concern. But my older vet, she didn't have an issue with it because Moonshine again passed her lameness and soundness exam, passed everything. It didn't look like an issue. But this vet really wasn't that convinced. Just like what the old vet said, this vet is very confused by the spot. It's just a weird fluid pocket. It's not hard, it's very soft, it doesn't cause her any pain. I think it was from her kicking panels, the fence, because she's a mare, and so mares do that. Well, I don't know if all mares do that, but my mare does it. My vet just basically, she wants another opinion on it. She wanted me to get another opinion on it before we go any further with anything like with her hocks or anything like that, because she said it could be something or it could be nothing, but it could be something. So we just want to make sure. I had to reschedule and make another appointment. It was supposed to be for this Thursday, but they called me this morning and want to reschedule it, which is going to be the death of me. The vet basically wants to do an ultrasound, have somebody like a specialist do an ultrasound on that spot and really kind of diagnose what's going on there before we move on to anything else, because it could be an issue. But if it's not, then we'll just move on to the hocks to see if there's any issues in there. And then if not, then we basically move on. So that's the first step. Well, I guess first step now is going to be making the appointment once these people call me back. And then 2 is going to be to see if this fluid pocket is causing any issues, any soreness or tendon problems. Lord help me. Who knows? It kind of makes me worried now. And then if that is fine, check. Then we are going to x-ray her hocks to see if there's any arthritis going on. And if so, I'm going to get her on injections, which I asked the vet about. And if you guys don't know what hock injections are, I don't know what they are. I just was asking how long they last, which I didn't know lasts about a year. If there's worse arthritis in the hocks, then it's gonna last a shorter amount of time. But if it's like new and the horse isn't like immune to it, I guess, then it's gonna last probably about a full year. But she said if there is a lot of arthritis, that they last about 6 months. So that's not bad either. I don't know how much they cost, but we'll see. So that is the plan right now. I'm waiting for these people to call me back so I can reschedule. Hopefully it's not too far down the road, because I would really like her to just be cleared so I can start riding her again. But that's what's going on with Moonshine right now. I know a lot of you guys were like excited to see her get going, but I have to just chill. Let mamas be a mamas, meaning let her just be a horse and run around all day. Few girls to be on my 2020 squad for the planners, to basically represent them, be an ambassador for them. I'm really excited to announce that I have 7 girls. I feel like I have kids, even though like some of them are older than me. But 7 girls are on my HB Barrel Racing Planner team, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm gonna share all of their usernames and their names and stuff like that right now with you guys, because I want you guys to go follow them. They have super cool journeys, and it's like the same thing that I was talking about in the beginning of this video, where they have super cool, unique stories that just like make them so special. And so it's really cool to follow along with them, and that's like one of the reasons why I'm really excited to have them like as a part of like my squad. Anyway, so first person is Savannah. I don't know if I'm gonna show it. Sure, I'll just show them. This is Savannah. I will just put their usernames right here. I was really excited to have Savannah as a part of the team because she has like a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool that she's like putting herself out there to, you know, obviously I can just resonate with that. Like it's a passion of mine to be on social media and to show you guys like the Western industry and like to help you be better people every day. And I feel like that's a lot of what her mission is too. So I'm excited to have her as a part of the team. Okay, the next girl that I'm going to talk about is actually Courtney. And this girl is super cool because, here, I'll just show you her like profile. Oops, I'm gonna suck at this. But she is super cool because she actually lives in Canada, which I have one other Canadian ambassador, but her and her boyfriend run like a cattle company, and she's just like super down to the heart cowgirl. And I love having somebody like that representing the barrel racing planners, because I don't want them to just be barrel racing planners. Like I want it to be for like the genuine cowgirl who just wants to improve her life, improve herself, you know, not just crazy barrel racing betties, which that may be me. That's fine. But it's nice to have some well-rounded representation. So I'm really excited to have Courtney as a part of the squad too. The next girl that I'm excited about is Paige. Look, so Paige, her Instagram is so cute. She literally has the cutest outfits, the cutest pose. She's like so creative. And so I definitely wanted to have like a sense of that creativity as a part of the squad too. And I love what she's doing. Like, okay, wait, dude, all of them are so cute. Like, look how cute she is. And she is new to the barrel racing world, like within the last couple of years. So I was like, oh my God, that is a perfect way. You know, like you'll notice the theme, well-rounded, you know? I want every type of girl basically on my squad. So she is like new to the barrel racing world, which obviously I can relate to. And so I just thought that that would be a really cool way to have. Okay guys, it said that the battery or something was getting too hot. So I had to pause for a minute. We were talking about Paige, and I was excited about her because she hasn't rodeoed, but for like 2 years or so. I am just really excited to have like a well-rounded, like I said, a well-rounded team where I also have like an underdog basically. Then the next girl that I have, also these are obviously in no particular order, I don't want anybody to get me sideways. This one is actually a girl that I have had on the team for like before I even released the planners. There were 2 ladies that I decided, or like hand-picked sort of, and like messaged and asked if they would want to be a part of it, and like sent them a planner before it was even released so that they could like review it, give advice about it. And that's what I do with all of my brand ambassadors. Like I want genuine advice from genuine real barrel racers from all different aspects of life so that I can get a good idea of what I need to be making. This is Dakota Hunt. She's amazing. I've been following her for probably like 2 years or so, like kind of a while now, and I've just like always been so inspired by her style, by like how positive and open-minded she is. She just seems like such a genuine and sweet girl. I literally know that if I lived in Oregon that her and I would actually be friends. Honestly, she seems like she'd be friends with everybody because she just seems so nice. Next girl, oh yeah, this is also somebody, the other girl that I ended up wanting to have as a part of the brand ambassador team before I even released the barrel racing planners. This is Maddie Kemp. And she is like one of the girls that I like when I'm talking about somebody who's really smart, or she's smart too, I'm sure, but really strong, and like you don't even really understand somebody's story. Like even when you hear it, you're just like, holy crap, you have been through some stuff. Maddie is also somebody that I've been following for a while, and she's got a YouTube channel, and she's like one of the only YouTubers, one of the like only barrel racing YouTubers. She stays super consistent with her vlogs and stuff like that, which I think is really cool and very unique in this industry, and she's just real AF. And she also has a company called Level Up Apparel Company, and I'm just like looking at them right now. I'm gonna show you guys. But she sent me some clothes like kind of a while ago, and I didn't really realize what level up meant or anything like that. And it's basically, it says right here, it says it in the bio, it says when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And so it's obviously called Level Up, and her like logo are 2 arrows pointing up, which I think is literally incredible and such a cute, it's just such a good idea, and it's like such a good reminder to yourself when you're like wearing her clothes. I honestly think that that's awesome, and that I feel blessed to have her as a part of the team. So somebody else is a part of the team. This one's a really cool one. This is Chelsea Glens. She is awesome. She is very poppin' on social media, on Instagram, and I am just really excited to have her as a part of the team too, because she's actually a California girl. So I'm gonna be meeting this girl hopefully this year at like one of the barrel races. Maybe we can do like a YouTube video together or something like that. But she's so beautiful, she models, she rides awesome. Like I super excited, literally super excited to have her as a part of the team too. And then, okay, and then I have, last but certainly not least, we got my girl Julia. So Julia is really special in just like, I asked her to be a part of the team because she is just somebody that she will be on the team forever no matter what. So she messaged me probably like about a year ago at this point, just saying that she's like a genuine fan. She loves watching my stuff and watching my posts and all that kind of stuff, that I inspire her. And then she dropped it on me that she has leukemia. And this is like, when I'm talking about like the strong people, like this is the stuff that actually just blows my mind. Like I can't understand how somebody who is going through what she is going through can message me and tell me that I inspire her. Like she is so strong in what she is going through, and just so like, she's just so positive all the time, and it's like, talk about inspiring. That is more than I have ever been through at all. So having her as a part of the barrel racing squad, just a team, just like as a personal friend in general, is really special to me. And so you guys definitely please go follow her, because she's an amazing young girl who is going through a lot right now and is so in love with her horse, so in love with barrel racing. All she wants to do is get on her horse and ride. Her journey and everything is just really inspiring to me, and so I definitely suggest you guys go follow her as well. So I'm getting pretty hungry, guys, and this was pretty much the last of the announcements that I wanted to make. Is there anything else? I don't really think so. I'm about hungry and my lunch is here, I'm sure. So let me know if you like this style of video. This is basically what our break chats would look like. I'd probably like film them and then post them the same day, so it's like almost a live video, but more like almost like a live episode type deal. I don't know. Maybe we could do lives. I don't know. If you guys want me to show up more in some places, let me know, because like obviously this stuff is for you. I have fun with pretty much everything that I put out, so I don't think there's anything that I don't really have fun with besides Facebook. I am going going inside. I thank you guys for sitting here and watching me talk. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!